feel the rain on your skin. No one else will feel it for you. Only you can let it in, you know? Hello and welcome to another episode of Don't Brush Over It. I'm Ruby. I realised I don't ever introduce myself. That's not very good for new viewers, is it? So yeah, I'm Ruby. And I accidentally skipped the last episode that was meant to be posted. Like, not last week, but 2 weeks ago. I missed that because things are a little chaotic right now, so I apologise for being inconsistent. But I'm here now. And this one might be late because I'm filming it on Wednesday when I'm supposed to post it on Thursday, but I'm going to lock in and try and finish editing it because it shouldn't take that long unless I mess up a bunch, which I usually do. But before we get into what I'm talking about, what are we making today? Well, again, like last week, we're not making anything, we're more decorating, but I thought I'd just colour today because, like, it's just this cute little colouring book. We're going to colour some flowers because it links to what I'm going to talk about. I have an array of alcohol markers and I'm more than aware that this is going to go through the page. But shh, I don't care. I've got this scrap piece of paper. I'm going to put it between so it doesn't ruin more than one page. I almost forgot to do that. That would have been bad. I'm going to start by colouring the pot. I'm going to do a little like slide to see what the colours are. Yeah, that's a nice blue. Sky blue. Today I wanted to talk about something that I'm struggling with recently, and that is being so worried that you're running out of time. It's really hard when you see everyone around you making progress and it feels like you aren't going anywhere. Yeah, it can be really hard when everyone else around you is making progress and you just feel stagnant. But I want to tell you that no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, you aren't running out of time. There are no deadlines. You just have to live your life. I'm a really impatient person, so if I want something, I want it right now. And that's a really bad quality of mine, but yeah, I'm super impatient. And that obviously then shows up in my work because, like, for example, I want to learn guitar. I don't have the patience because I want to be good immediately, and I'm not going to be good immediately. So I can tell that I'm going to get super frustrated, so I'm just not doing it. Immediately, I want the end product without living through the process, but you have to focus on the process. The process is where the stress is, but it's also where the fun is. Feeling like you're always rushing puts so much added pressure on you, and that's not going to help you be more productive. If anything, it's going to make you less productive. For example, when I put that much pressure on myself to do everything right now, everything I want to do, I have to do it right this second and have it all. That just makes me procrastinate because it makes it feel like it's so much bigger than me when it isn't. If I just take the time to do it and enjoy the process and have fun. The annoying thing with alcohol markers is when they dry, they leave lines. So something this big is going to have lines in it, and that's annoying. I want it to look clean. I accidentally went out of the lines, but that's fine. Yeah, focus on the present and don't overthink the end result. Because personally, I'm quite motivated by trying to imagine what my life could look like if I succeed in everything that I want. But again, that puts so much pressure on me to do everything perfectly right now. So you just have to enjoy the process and slow down and appreciate where you are. Because if your mind is always in the future and you're not focusing on the present, you're going to regret that when you're older. You need stories to tell. So focus on the present. And also, if you're not focusing on the present, time will pass without you even realizing. It will fly by, and suddenly you're years down the line, and not where you want to be yet, or you'll be unsatisfied in some other aspect of your life. For example, some people lock in too much and end up neglecting their social relationships. So they'll reach the top, but they won't have any friends or a social life, you know? So you need to focus on the present alongside trying to reach your goals. It's all right to slow down. It's okay to take your foot off of the accelerator every now and again. Because of our phones and doom scrolling and everything like that, we're so used to getting instant gratification, having everything right now at the end of our fingertips. But that's not how the world works. These things take time, especially in creative endeavors. You need time to get better, you need time to get attention. Things like this take time. They need to be carefully built and constructed. So it's okay to not always be at it 100%, giving it your all. Slow down. You see what I mean with these lines? I don't know if you can see that on camera, but because it's dried, it's leaving lines behind when I start the next one, and it's annoying. If you're watching, that is. I don't know if I have any people that just listen now that I'm on Spotify. It was really weird that I'm on Spotify because it's so easy to upload your own show, but it's so weird to search it up and just see myself. I'm like, oh my god, I made that. Because I'm not even successful yet. I don't get many views or anything, but just seeing it there kind of filled me with like this odd sense of pride. I don't know. It feels more like official. Whenever I'm getting impatient and I want everything right now and I'm feeling like I'm running out of time, like if I don't do this right now, I'll be too late. I have to remind myself that it's never too late to go after what you want, first of all. And second of all, I'm so young. I'm only 18. I have so much time. And even if you're like 40 or 50, you still have time. Because like I'm pretty sure the average life expectancy in the UK is like 80. So if you're 40, you still have 40 years. And if you're 50, you still have 30 years. You've got time, and it's never too late to go after what you want. There are even some people out there who follow their creative dreams after they've retired, because that's when they get the time to. You don't need to have everything right away. You don't need to have everything figured out right away. Take your time and give yourself grace. I don't know whether to make the polka dots a different colour or just a different shade of blue. Let me look at the colour of some of these pinks. Yeah, I think the pink's more exciting. I'm going to go with the pink. This one. Pale pink. You can fail countless times, but what matters is that you try again. Get back up and try again. I read earlier today that apparently, I don't know for sure this is true because I didn't look any more into it, or I probably should have, but allegedly Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job for not having any imagination. And I don't like her, but she's an example. J.K. Rowling's first novel was rejected by so many publishers before she reached that much success with Harry Potter. So even if you fail, there's still time to try again. And you never know how many times you like need to fail before you succeed. Like, you know that meme? I'm gonna put it on screen so if you're just listening, look. But that one where he's like mining in a cave and he's like seconds away from the diamonds and he turns back around. That's what you need to think of when you fail. Because that certainly like pushes me on a bit. I'm like, oh my god, what if I'm like seconds away from getting what I want? So don't give up. You never know when it could happen. You never know when you could succeed. Sometimes it can really just take you by surprise. I'll be straight with you, this looks kind of ugly. I think this is the wrong choice. Maybe I'll go over it in a different pink if it bothers me that much. It doesn't really go. I don't like it. I might go over it, but I'll leave it for now and see. We can finally get onto the flowers. I just don't know which green to use. Vivid green. This one's called grass green, and we're painting flowers, so you know, vegetation. Oh yeah, that's the one. Listen to what your heart says and follow that. I think, like I've said this before on here in a previous episode, but I think if you've got dreams, then you have to follow them. They weren't put there for no reason. Go after what you want, but also know that it will take time. It's not going to happen immediately. It never does. Well, never. Never say never. There are some miracle cases where somehow people just boom in success, but those are like so rare. They shouldn't be used as comparison because they're so rare. This pot is ugly, mate. It's really bothering me. I don't know what colour to do the dots. Should I just go over with the darker blue? I thought it would look nice, but it doesn't. And that's okay, we can fail from time to time, like I covered in the first episode. Not the first episode, the second episode. Could have also been the third, I can't remember. The age of social media and seeing people like young stars who have just come out of nowhere at the age of 14 and are so much better than you at your skill. They're so much further down the path than you are at such a young age. It can really make you feel like you're so behind, but you're not. I promise you, you aren't. You're exactly where you need to be. You just have to keep walking forward, trying little things every day to propel you forward, and one day you'll get there. And it will be worth everything. It will be worth all the pain when you finally get there. Because it's when, not if. Like I said last episode, please believe in yourself. Because I know you can do it. Even if something doesn't work out, I like to think that it just wasn't meant to be, and it means that I'll get another opportunity in some other way. Like, it wouldn't have helped me on the path I want to go down. And that might just be a way of coping, but it's a nice way to think about it. So if something didn't work out, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. And you'll succeed in another way. Because sometimes what we want isn't what we need. Kind of like the burnt toast theory, if you know what that is. Like, you burn your toast so you're late leaving and you miss a car crash, you know, kind of like that. Maybe it saved you from something. And it's along the same vein, it is so okay to fail. You, you're allowed to fail. You just have to bounce back from it. The only thing that is wrong with failing is if you let it keep you down. You can't give up. You have to keep trying. And like I said, you've got more than enough time. I haven't planned this episode very much because honestly, I was very close to just not filming it again, which is why I'm doing it the day before I'm supposed to post it. But I made a promise to myself that I would be consistent, so that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully, this show will eventually work out for me. I just have to keep hoping and keep trying, and I trust that it will. It's hard to believe in yourself, but you have to. Yeah, I haven't planned it very much, so it may be a more disorganized episode. I still did a page of notes, you'll be glad to know, so I can actually stay a bit on topic, but I haven't even finished colouring the stalks yet, and I'm already out of things to say. So it's going to be quite disorganized, and I might repeat myself a bit, but I'm here and I'm trying, and that's what matters. So I hope you can get something out of it anyway. I've found that for me, one of the reasons why I'm so in a rush to get everything now, get everything done right now, and achieve everything right this second is because I'm so scared of failure. I know that's hypocritical after I've just told you loads to not give up, but I am. I'm terrified of failure. I really like these things that I want are so important to me that I will be devastated if I don't get them. It feels like this is going to sound really depressing, but it's kind of like in my head that my life is worthless without these things. But that's not true. Your life is worth living no matter what. You're worthy of being alive and being loved no matter what. You don't need to do all these huge things in order to live. You may need it to feel satisfied, like I do, but you don't need it to just live. Yeah, this definitely looks better. Why didn't I go with the blue initially? I was trying to be interesting, and that's fine, because just like how you can try again, look at how I'm covering up a failure by trying again, and look at that, it looks better. See, this is a perfect analogy of how you can try again. Nothing is permanent. Let's say that. Some things are permanent, but you can always go back and try again. All three of these purples that I have look the same to me on the top. Like, you're telling me those aren't the same colour? Maybe this one's different, but they're so similar. I'm hoping they'll look different when I actually get them down. This one's purple, no, deep violet. Jesus, that's dark. I didn't think that'd be that dark. Light violet. No, that again looks identical. Okay, and lavender. Okay, lavender's like a duller purple. I'll use that one. It's nicer. Now that they've dried, they do look a bit more different. Like I've said in previous episodes, purple's my favourite colour, so of course we're going to go for purple first. Maybe the fact that I'm colouring flowers is another analogy to the fact that you should stop and smell the flowers. Does it smell the flowers or smell the roses? I can't remember. Yeah, you should slow down and enjoy the process. And colour some flowers. This is why I'm colouring today, because it's a mindfulness activity that takes some time so you can slow down, focus on the colouring, and feel okay for a little while. I like to, if I do stuff like this, I don't often colour, I'll be honest with you, but if I'm doing a mindfulness activity, I will usually put music in the background because music to me is very healing and comforting. And something I realised last week is if I go a while without listening to music, I get in such a bad mood. And then when I listen to music, it is fine again. So music really is like an emotional crutch for me. I have music for every occasion. I have so many playlists. Yeah, as I was saying, feeling such a strong sense of fear regarding failure and anything will just stop you from trying full stop. You'll be so afraid to fail that you won't even try, but something I find scarier than failing is not trying at all. Getting old and literally running out of time, being on my deathbed or something, and feeling regret because I never tried to do what I wanted to. So I'm always going to try. Not trying is a lot scarier, and regret is a lot scarier than failing and having the opportunity to try again. There's always the opportunity to try again. Like that phrase, one door closes, another one opens. There's always a path and there's always a way forward. It just might take some time to find it. But it's there, I promise you. And you find it by trying and experimenting and having hope and looking forward. These kind of look like grapes because I've done them purple. Like a bunch of grapes. What other colours? I really like red, so I'm going red. This, because I specifically took note of the name because it's so much more vibrant of a red than the others. Yeah, it doesn't even include red in the name. It's geranium. It's a very nice red colour. I really like it. It's so bright. Love it. Yeah, purple's my favourite colour, but red, brilliant colour. Top 10 colours. I was going to say, is there even 10 colours? Of course there is. There's probably millions of colours. That was scary. Anyway, pardon that rude interruption. I think I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do it like warm tones, like fire. Have patience and trust that it'll work out, because it will. And like, between trying and not trying, we're only alive once. What else is there to do? So give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? You fail, and then what? So what? You're allowed to fail. So just try. Have the audacity. Like, even if someone tells you can't do it, have the audacity to do it anyway. Only you can dictate what you do. This is kind of nice. I like using alcohol markers because, other than the annoying lines, when it dries incorrectly, when it dries correctly, it's so smooth. These are so pigmented and full. I love them. Putting so much pressure on yourself to do everything right this second, or else you'll fail, or filling your mind with fear that you're going to fail, is just going to make you burn out. So give yourself grace, believe in yourself, trust yourself, and take breaks when you need to. Find the fun in the process instead of focusing on what could go wrong. And if things go wrong, take it on the chin, laugh it off, keep going. You know? Like, if you fall over, laugh, get up, keep walking. Got one more flower to colour. I'm really liking this vivid reddish purple colour. It's so nice. Like, I really like this flower. I've been seeing a lot of podcasts that I watch doing like a repeated thing every episode. So I want to do that too. Let me get in on that. So I don't know how consistent I'll be with these things. I might even forget I did them next episode. But my good moment of the week, I had a croissant. And it tasted really nice. And that's enough of a good moment for me to include it. It's a good idea to focus on the good no matter how small. So yeah, that croissant from M&S was bloody lovely. And then another thing, because music is healing to me, I'm going to give you a song recommendation. And relating to what we spoke about today, I think a good recommendation would be Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. It's quite a basic song. I don't think I've ever met anyone who doesn't know what this song is, but it has a special place in my heart, and it relates to what we're talking about today with taking your time and knowing that you're not running out of time and that you can do it. Just feel the rain on your skin. No one else will feel it for you. Only you can let it in, you know? So yeah, if you're struggling with this, go listen to that song. And I hope that you got something out of this video. Take it slow, enjoy it. There's a plane outside. Can you shut up? I don't know if you can hear that. I can see it. That's creepy. It's just two like white lights just going through the sky because it's dark outside because it's currently 7:30. Anyway, yeah, take it slow, enjoy it, appreciate your surroundings, have gratitude, and take breaks when you need them. Take care of yourself and trust that you can do it. Believe in yourself. You've got this. You are not running out of time. You'll be okay. Yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this, even though it was disorganized. Here are my lovely flowers. Recommend doing some mindfulness coloring if you're going through a hard time at the minute. And yeah, enjoy your day. And if you've got something on your mind, don't brush over it. See you next time.